Zero Res is offering 25% off all services. That's cleaning carpet, area rugs, tile and grout, upholstery, everything. 25% off everything. We also ask that you submit someone that you know that is in need. Zero Res will clean the carpets in the home of one family in need each day, absolutely free. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
AC making noise? Not working like it used to? Whether replacing or servicing your AC unit, you can count on Lloyd's Heating and Air. They have trustworthy technicians who are clean and reliable with top brands like Carrier. Turn to the experts. Large rebates and several financing options are available now, like 6 months or 12 months, same as cash, coupled with rebates on certain machines. Call today for details. Only at Lloyd's Heating and Air. Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Icken here. You've been putting off that engagement? You're just ready to reward someone you love for being so awesome during these last few months? Great news. Diamonds Direct is open, OPEN, for business. All our friends at Diamonds Direct are eager to see your smiling face. And listen, they've gone to great extremes to make sure the showroom is clean and safe. They'll work with you however you are most comfortable. They can even do remote and virtual appointments using the latest technology. Curbside pickups, overnight delivery. But if you want that amazing in-store experience so you can see and touch the diamonds and rings, Diamonds Direct is ready for you. Fully stocked with certified diamonds in every shape and size. All kinds of special occasion jewelry, attorney bands, earrings, pendants, bracelets. You know the deal, all at the best guaranteed value price. If there's one thing we've learned, nothing is more important in this time than love and relationships. That is truly essential. There's no better way to celebrate your love with something special from Diamonds Direct. Diamonds Direct.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On May 12, 2019, Kawhi Leonard hits the first winning buzzer beater in a Game 7 in NBA history, shooting over Joel Embiid to advance the Raptors to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Odds are, when you're looking for the best plumbing service, it probably sounds something like this. Okay, Google, show me Roland Reich Plumbing. That's right. Roland Reich Plumbing is a Google guaranteed service, so you can be assured of work quality, background of employees, and the right service done on time, on budget. With satisfaction Google guaranteed. So for any plumbing issue, large or small, use the Bold City's best. Roland Reich Plumbing at plumberinjacks.com.
Hey, it's Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Poker Show. Even though our Best Bet locations in Jacksonville and Orange Park are temporarily closed, we'll still be airing new episodes live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. on 1010XL. Tune in to hear us discuss ways to keep your game sharp. We'll share strategies to boost morale that will also improve your poker game. Plus, we'll hear from some of the greatest names in the poker industry. Find out what they're doing and which methods they utilize to keep their game progressive during this difficult time. Let me know what you want to hear about by tweeting me at Allie McDeal. Find live up-to-date information regarding Best Bet reopening at bestbetjacks.com.
The Edge Group wants to buy your house right now. If you need to sell your house, get an all-cash offer and close in as little as 10 days. Don't waste another day letting your house sit on the market. Beat the rush, get your home sold, and get it sold for the most money. Put cash in your pocket right now. Whether it's old, new, in need of repairs, the Edge Group will buy your home, and it won't charge you a penny in commission. So don't wait. Right now is the best time to sell and protect your equity and future. Call the Edge Group right now and get an all-cash offer at 474-5851. No one helps more homeowners get more money than the Edge Group, so call them now at 474-5851. There is no obligation, no risk. Call the Edge Group today to see what your home is worth and get an all-cash offer today from the Edge Group at 474-5851. The Edge Group at Keller Williams Realty.
If you hate the virus, hang in there. It'll all be over soon. Hot Flying Jacko here, a fellow virus hater, suggesting you join us at Woody's Barbecue today.
At Woody's Barbecue, it's what we do.
Let's eat.
Write down everything you own and what you think it's worth. In the event of a covered loss, that's exactly what you'll need to do. Prepare with our home inventory checklist. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, welcome back. 7:45. I was watching this little documentary last night on George Herman Ruth. And, you've heard so many of the different...
they called him Babe.
They did. You've heard so many different stories. I did not know this one, though. After he finished playing... I know he was a player manager kind of, and then just a manager for, was it the Braves? I think it was the Boston Braves, one of the teams, right? But then even after that, he was a coach for the Brooklyn Dodgers. I didn't know that. So the Babe, and he was always hired under the auspices of you'll be the manager, and they never, like the Yankees kind of, nobody wanted to give him that job. They basically, they didn't blackball him, but they pushed him out of baseball because of his character.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because of his character and the way he was.
See that.
And he wanted to get into the game. But still, to me, the greatest, there's so many great stories about Babe Ruth, and the statistics are wonderful. If you love baseball, go take a look at it. But I always think about this when I read this a few years ago, and it stunned me, and I've told you this story before, but in the 1926 World Series, Babe Ruth, who was a rather large, rotund man, but, could move fairly decently.
Probably not as big as like the legend. It's not like it was a big fatso that couldn't.
No. He had skinny little legs, but they could move. Anyway.
He was fat, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't some sumo wrestler.
But the amazing thing was he was thrown out stealing in a one-run game against St. Louis to end the World Series.
Yeah, we've mentioned that before on the show.
Could you imagine SportsCenter and talk radio the next day if Babe Ruth had been thrown out at second to the Nat sound the play that would be shown 8 million?
Not the best place to make the third out of the World Series.
Rogers Hornsby tagging him out. Hornsby said later Ruth didn't say a word. He didn't even look around. He picked himself up and walked away. His failed attempt to steal second base ended the 26th World Series, the only time a World Series has ended with a runner being caught stealing. Ruth did explain later that he attempted to steal second base because he thought no one would expect it, and he hoped that by getting to second, he would have a chance at scoring if Musial, who was up and is a pretty good hitter, hit a single into the outfield. So Bob Musial was up. Lou Gehrig in the batting circle. Musial hit .315 that year and had 81 RBIs in 100 games. And he had hit off of Grover Cleveland Alexander, had a double and triple in Game 6, and he's out there pitching Game 7. And just as he was about to take his first pitch, Ruth made the move. He was known as a good but overly aggressive base runner, 50%
also
success
a good but
rate.
overly aggressive eater.
50% success rate at stealing bases. Musial swung and missed, and the Cards catcher immediately threw the ball to Hornsby, reached for the ball, laid the tag down. Ruth walked away again for the fourth time today. The game is over. Babe tried to steal second and is put out, catcher to second. The World Series was over. That's just amazing to me that he would do that. And obviously that was a big mistake. But yeah, so Babe Ruth, 3-2 game, bottom of the ninth in New York, and the Yankees lost.
From one all-time great to another, you know who Jimmy Traina is? He's not the great.
Yeah, I know Jimmy Traina.
Writes
He's
like the Medium
SI,
column,
yeah.
Train of Thoughts. He writes a column.
Yeah.
He writes one that I agree so much with. We kind of tiptoed around this from the greatness of Babe Ruth, who I believe finished number one all-time on that ESPN all-time athlete thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sure Jordan would be considered, if it was a revote.
Right.
He writes, for weeks now, I've watched every minute of The Last Dance. I've enjoyed it immensely. However, I've also been terrified of saying exactly what I think about some things because people on Twitter would hunt me down and kill me.
Yes.
If you don't nearly pass out from the thrill of all things Michael Jordan after each episode, you'll be shunned from society or at least social media. Well, I'm ready to get shunned because Sunday night was just too much for me.
Okay.
Let me reiterate. I've enjoyed The Last Dance, and I think it's been highly entertaining and amusing. I also think Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player who ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, since Jordan is a partner in the documentary, the creation of drama over reality sometimes becomes tough to watch. The Last Dance would have you believe the Bulls won all those titles because Michael Jordan was an a-hole to his teammates. The man even shed some tears in a truly bizarre moment while he was trying to explain why he treated his teammates so poorly.
Yes.
Here's why the Bulls won 1 billion titles. Michael Jordan was the best player on earth. Scottie Pippen was the second best player at the time, and Dennis Rodman was the best rebounder and maybe defensive player in the sport. It wasn't because Jordan punched Steve Kerr in the eye or made fun of Scott Burrell or didn't feed Horace Grant or any other nonsense that the show is trying to throw out there.
All right, I'll jump in, and I'll say one thing that maybe people will jump is we sure have all of a sudden labeled, given the title to Scottie Pippen as the second best player.
That has happened a lot
in the NBA lately.
I think it's because that's what a lot of people of that era are saying.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with that, by the way. I again, if he was the second best player in the NBA and you still had everybody but Jordan, I don't know. Like I said,
Kevin Durant hasn't won anything by himself.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
I'm not saying win. I'm just saying I don't know.
I'm kind of with you, but I wonder if it would be different if he didn't play on. He might not have any titles. I don't know.
He would have never won 6 titles without him. So
not
but
6.
I understand what you're saying.
He does seem kind of like a little bit, and I don't want to say it's. I don't know Scottie Pippen, but he doesn't seem as mentally strong as some other greats.
Beef, did his game take off the year Jordan was out? Like statistically,
I think it was
certainly there was a noteworthy uptick.
Or did he play?
Spectacularly.
What year was Jordan out?
94.
93, 94?
Yeah.
Correct.
He went from 18-6 to 22.
Yeah, his points jumped.
Yeah.
Not like
I think the better
astronomically, but
yeah.
I think what do you go up to, like 21 a game, 22 a game?
22.
I think the better compliment for Scottie Pippen is just how statistically viable he was with Jordan on the team.
Yeah. He shot the ball a little bit. He shot the ball about the same, extra shot and a half a game.
He's a team player. He's a small school guy. He doesn't have that mentality of
crappy free throw shooter. 66% that year. 8.7 rebounds, 5.6 assists. He's a really good player. I don't think he was the second best. I'm just sorry. I don't think he was.
No,
I think he was a great player.
I
think he's a Hall of Fame player.
Yeah, there are other players in there. I would take Akeem Olajuwon.
Yeah,
there's a lot of guys.
I'll rattle off
Barkley.
Kobe,
Shaq. I mean, all those guys were Isaiah, Dumars, a lot of guys.
Thank you. I mean,
and the reason I'm starting to feel I don't know how I work, but I've never been a huge Scottie Pippen guy, and in fact, at the time when he's immediately on the top 50, I questioned that. But now that he's just getting rip-rolled, I find myself defending him. You know what I mean? I find myself defending him a little bit.
Well, he
certainly
quit.
I don't think that, in fairness, I don't think the Bulls win all 6 of those if they don't have Scottie Pippen.
I would agree with that. I would 100% agree with that. And it was a perfect compliment to Jordan.
Absolutely, because he deferred.
And they even said, Pippen didn't assume the role that Jordan had of being team jerk.
He's not his personality.
Pippen, that's not his thing. Yeah. He's quiet.
Yeah.
If a guy did badly, he'd put his arm around him. He'd help him up off the court. You know, those types of things where Jordan would do this with his hand. I'm watching you.
Yeah.
All right, before we head to break, the MVP odds are out, and Patrick Mahomes is the consensus favorite. Is that because Lamar Jackson won it last year, or is it because Mahomes won the Super Bowl? Why is Mahomes, who had the big year 2 years ago, then Jackson had the big year this year, so you wonder who's going to have the big year? Dak Prescott is third. Does that surprise you?
In the MVP voting?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Odds.
Yeah, not at all. I tell you why.
All right.
I think Dallas is going to be good this year.
Yeah.
He led the NFL in passing last year.
Yeah.
So, if they have the kind of year.
He did.
If they're like the top seed in the NFC, I think he will.
Last non-quarterback to win the award?
Adrian Peterson.
That's right, 2012. 16 running backs have won it, 42 quarterbacks. No receiver has won the award.
That's amazing. That's surprising.
Yeah.
Jerry Rice probably should have.
Some point.
You always give the credit to the quarterback, so it's hard.
It's a very hard award for someone who doesn't play quarterback or running back to win. If a receiver has a big year, it's generally given to that quarterback, said the director of risk for Caesars Sportsbook. The NFL has had a run of long shot MVPs for the past 5 winners, having odds longer than 30-1. Jackson was 40-1 in the preseason last year. Mahomes was 35-1. So if you're looking for a long shot, Jarrett Stidham and Joe Burrow are both 75-1 to win the MVP.
Which is they're $1,000,000-0. Neither one.
No, long shots are winning. So
Joe Burrow is not. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you put Joe Burrow on the list. Joe Burrow is not winning the MVP.
Dear,
it's literally impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's head to break. We'll come back for the 8 o'clock hour. We've got some things lined up. We got a Visa gift card to give away in the 9 o'clock hour. Thanks to our friends at Roof It Right. So it's $100, by the way. Kelly Coughlin's going to join us, talk about what's coming up Sunday for the J Fund. And we'll have some other stuff as well.
I had just one tag to those numbers you just gave me because it's just settling in on me. No one believes that Joe Burrow has the same chance to win the MVP as Jarrett Stidham. That's just dumb. Stidham's odds should be drastically different from Burrow's because Stidham was more likely going to be on a good team. Stidham's chances of winning the MVP are 5 times better than Burrow's to me. I don't know.
I don't know.
Something tells me that if Bill Belichick chooses Jarrett Stidham and he is the quarterback, we're all going to be like, oh, that's why. That's what I think. I don't think he's going to choose a quarterback who comes in and throws 20 touchdowns, 14 picks. But could be wrong. This is the drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We've got the big drawing next week, so you better get it in quick. Go to the Catlin Truck Accessories social media pages. Like them on Facebook or Instagram. Follow them there. And you'll go into the drawing for the big finale here. It's Cam Locker Toolbox, $700 value. And your choice. Whether you want that flat black or the metallic, either one. It's Catlin Truck Accessories online at WilliamCatlin.com, downtown 2nd and Main.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Start your engines!
Feel the thrill of live NASCAR play-by-play.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing drivers!
Sunday at Darlington, brought to you by American Transmission. Your NASCAR station is 1010XL.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jeff Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
Maximize the beauty of your home with custom-made windows and patio doors. Frank Frangie here for Renewal by Anderson. Right now, save 20% on every window and patio door in your project with a minimum purchase of 3. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 24 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyanderson.com to schedule your complimentary design consultation. Restrictions to apply. See website for details. License CGC 1527613.
On Harrell & Harrell's website, you can see the money we've recovered for our injured clients. What you can't see is our hard work that we all put in every day for each client, and hard work gets results. Harrell & Harrell. Call us. Offices, Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Urgent Ortho Service will now treat patients on a walk-in basis with no appointment needed. Avoid sick patients in ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. The SOS expert team will treat orthopedic and all sports injuries, including on-site bracing, splinting, and casting. Visit their website at sc-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Attention diesel mechanics. Republic Services is now hiring in Duval and St. Johns County. And with Republic Services, new diesel mechanics get a $2,000 sign-on bonus, $1,000 yearly tool allowance, and competitive benefits. Republic Services will even pay for your ASC certifications and offer a bonus for each certification earned. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment today. Visit republicservices.jobs for more information and to apply. Wear the star, drive your career.
To all the first responders, medical teams, and frontline heroes working to help this country in these uncertain times, Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians want to thank you. We appreciate all your efforts in keeping us safe. We know the sacrifices you and your families are making, and we want to show you our support in solidarity that we can get through this together. Stay home, stay safe, and stay strong.
Santa! Mary Jane here with Culhane's Irish Pub. We have missed you. Join us at our Atlantic Beach and Tinseltown locations for curbside pickup of your favourite Irish dishes. Or come on in with limited seating capacity. Rest assured that we are implementing social distancing as well as other CDC guidelines. Visit culhanesirishpub.com for hours, directions, and to order curbside takeaway. All day happy hour, and we are open 7 days a week. Culhane's Irish Pub.
Brilliant! Shout out to the staff over at the Jewel and Creek Golf Club. That's my home golf course. Man, they are working above and beyond to keep you safe and sanitary. One person per cart, total clean after every round of golf of the golf carts, distancing, any and everything they can to get you out on what has now been proven and documented to be great during these times, and that's getting out, enjoying some sunshine, some exercise, and quite frankly, a lack of stress. The Jointon Creek Golf Club is open. They're there to serve you. They're doing an unbelievable job of keeping you safe in these times, so set your tee time today.
The time is right to replace your company shirts and other logoed items from Hardball Creative. Nobody does it like Hardball, because Hardball does it all.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Over the last weeks, we found out exactly what we can and cannot live without. We were told what is essential and non-essential. But here's what we learned. Even though some of us were 6 feet apart, others have never been closer. We've come to appreciate love and our relationships more than ever. At Diamonds Direct, we're now open for business again, ready to get back to our mission. We're so proud to be a part of this community, and we're honored to help you celebrate with the ultimate symbol of love. We have taken every precaution to ensure our stores are clean and safe, and our associates are excited to see you in our showroom. But we are now also offering remote and virtual appointments using the latest technology, along with curbside pickups and overnight delivery, so you have every possible option. All this, of course, on top of the guaranteed best values that you expect from Diamonds Direct. So if you've discovered that someone you can't live without, please visit us. Let us help you find that piece of jewelry that will have a story like no other. And remember, no matter what, Diamonds Direct will always be here, because love is essential. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
With your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Beef for 1010XL. This update brought to you by the Best Bet Card Rooms. Sports making its way back. Since the coronavirus, Major League Baseball owners approved yesterday a return-to-play proposal that would see baseball come back in July and home parks for an 82-game season, universal DH, and use of home stadiums where local government approved. That proposal has now been sent to the Players Association for approval. Meanwhile, the 2021 Baseball Classic, reportedly imminent, in danger of cancellation. Jaguars fans, becoming a season ticket member is easier than ever. The Jaguars are offering full refunds up to the start of the season to defer up to 40% of your 2020 costs into next year with a 2-year agreement, plus interest-free 7-month payment plans. Get all the details at jaguars.com or calling 904-633-2000. It's 61 degrees at 8:02. Time and temperature brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
8:04. Good morning, Jacksonville. We're hanging out here on the Drill on a Super Tuesday. Good to be along with you. Listen, this is normally J-Fun Week, the golf tournaments, the gala, all kinds of fun things happening this weekend. Obviously, with the coronavirus pandemic, the folks at the Tom Coughlin J-Fun had to maneuver a little bit, but the show must go on. There are still children out here in our community fighting cancer. Their families now who are getting hit with a double whammy of quarantine and having to get their kids to the hospitals and such. So anyway, we thought we'd bring in Kelly Coughlin and talk to her a little bit about what is happening this weekend on Sunday. Hi, Kelly. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How's it going there?
It's going well. It's going well. Okay, so listen, no golf this weekend or Monday. It would have been, you could have canceled the whole thing. You guys have kind of come up with a neat idea that really can bring just about anybody who wants to be a part of it into this little presentation, this little show that you're going to have on Sunday night. Tell folks what you guys are doing.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. So, we had to really evaluate our Celebrity Golf Classic, which is typically this weekend, as you mentioned, and it really is the cornerstone on which we built the Tom Coughlin J Fund. And when we thought about that and our history associated with it, and also the fact that the families tackling childhood cancer in the Jacksonville area really need our support more than ever now, with their lives disrupted, beyond just childhood cancer, but what everybody else is dealing with financial burdens and, already struggling families, we just decided we've got to make something happen so we can be there for them. So we've got this big plan for Sunday night, a virtual celebrity gala. It's going to be about 45 minutes long on Facebook Live.
Right.
At 7:30 Sunday night, and we're going to have celebrity interactions, patient stories. Of course, our typical remarkable auction will be going on during that time, and we hope we'll have lots of viewers, many more than what we can typically have in the ballroom at TPC Sawgrass. So we're looking forward to opening up to a broader audience and having some fun together.
So normally it's held down at the stadium course in the clubhouse, and like you said, there's 500 people that you are limited to. So this year, if you'd like, you don't even have to have. Do you have to have a Facebook account? How does it work if you want to watch it or be a part of it?
No, you don't. Actually, on our website, if you go to tcjayfund.org / virtual gala, we'll have all the information. You can click on a link to set a reminder for you, so that your phone will tell you when to go to Facebook Live link. You can also go right to the auction, which has already started. You can look at the items, preview, bid if you want to. But with Facebook Live, you do not have to have a Facebook account. Okay. So if you have one, great. You can comment and interact with us during the night. If you don't have a Facebook account, you can still view.
And there are lots of different auction items. And are you going to have a live auction as well? You have a silent and live auction. That's one of the ways that you raise some dollars, yeah?
So our silent auction is already open. Like I said, you can look at it. There's some fantastic things. We've actually added a celebrity interaction category this year. So Jim Furyk is doing a Zoom putting lesson for us. Andy Reid is going to do a personal message for somebody. So we've got some really cool things. But we will have a live auction as well. There'll be 3 items that we'll auction off during the event on Sunday evening as well. So one of them includes a great 5-course dinner at Dwight's in the company of Tom Coughlin. So we're hoping it'll be a good night. And like I said, we're one of the advantages that we've always had is a great group of celebrity supporters that have really allowed us to take our event to the next level. And because schedules are pretty open these days, we can't gather in person, but we are going to have an amazing lineup of people that are going to participate in the night. Troy Aikman, Harry Carson, Jill Ellis, John Fox, Urban Meyer, Chris Mortensen. It's I could go on, but it should be a lot of fun, and we're thrilled to have you and Brian Sexton out emceeing for us this year. We're pivoting to this new format, but we're certainly proud to have you guys as a continued part of it.
Yeah, it'll be great, and it's coming up Sunday at 7:30, and you can go to tcjfund.org for all the information if you want to check it out. And like you said, it's going to be about an hour long, 45 minutes long. So if you want to watch it and bid and help, most importantly, help area families. How has this, Kelly, before we let you run, how has this pandemic, this COVID-19 thing, been like a double whammy, I suspect, for some of these folks, right? I mean, they lose their jobs or furloughed or who knows what, right?
We're seeing a lot of that. So, families who are already, struggling or living on a very tight budget and already have a lot of stress in their life. With this added pandemic situation, we've had lost jobs. We just have the fact that many of these kids already have a suppressed immune system, and so their parents are even more careful, and they have to worry about siblings and any interaction. So we've actually seen, we took a look at the financial support for this year compared to the same 6-8 weeks compared to last year, and our financial requests are up 55%. So
wow.
That says it all right there. I mean, families in the Jacksonville area really need us now more than ever. So this event, all the proceeds will go stay right here in Jacksonville to help local families, and we want to be able to be there for them with both financial and emotional support through this COVID crisis and very far beyond.
Well, we'll remind folks throughout the week about Sunday. But again, tcjfund.org, Kelly Coughlin, appreciate you coming on, and good luck with the show, the virtual show coming up on Sunday night.
Thanks for all that you and Jeff do and 1010XL. We really appreciate your partnership.
You got it.
Thanks, Kelly. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
All right, there she goes, Kelly Coughlin.
You know, we've wondered, is Gardner Minshew just a local phenomenon? Because there have been some indications this offseason that Minshew isn't real high up, as you know, in the mindset of, other reporters around the league. Well, there are a couple of things out here today that would seem to indicate to me that tide could be shifting. I think as we get closer to the season, I think people sit down and they take a look and say, wow, Gardner Minshew had a 90 passer rating, huh? Wow, Gardner Minshew won 6 games for that Jaguar team. Well, I didn't know Gardner Minshew had like 24-8 or whatever he was. What was touchdown and interception for Minshew? 21-6. 21-6.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple things here that are speaking to that. Let's start first with quarterback confidence rating. So this is from most to least trusted quarterbacks
We'll call that the QCR.
From the last 3 drafts.
All right.
At the top, no surprise, Lamar Jackson won the MVP last year.
These are just the last 3 draft quarterbacks.
That's correct.
How
18,
many are
19,
there?
20. There's 17 total.
17 quarterbacks.
That's right.
All right.
And for the record, Gardner Minshew is
Jackson. Is Mahomes in there? Is he
no, he's 17.
Okay. 18, 19, 20.
Jackson is 1. And now here's the guy who is just there on everybody's list. It's Kyler Murray, and I know they're counting on some from what the Cardinals did this offseason.
Had basically the same stats as Minshew a year ago.
Little worse, but basically the same. Number 3 is Josh Allen. I don't disagree that Josh Allen is 3, but I wonder if his ceiling is lower than some of the guys below him.
Yeah, you're not a big Josh Allen fan.
I like Josh Allen. I don't think you're winning a Super Bowl if you're the Bills with Josh Allen.
All right.
And which would mean the Bills would continue to have never won a Super Bowl, much like the Jags.
Bills, by the way, Beef sent us Bills, Lions.
Bills, Lions, and Browns.
And Browns.
The 3
we were
without
talking earlier, the Jags have won 1 division title since 2002, since the realignment, since the AFC South. 3 teams have won 0. The Bills,
the Browns,
and the Lions.
You know what? Pouring through those divisions, you know what staggered me the most?
What?
4 for Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's put 4.
Wow. Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what's also interesting.
And Palmer.
I think the Bucks. Yeah. I think the Bucks only one would have been 2002.
Maybe.
Because I don't think they've been to the playoffs since they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I think they're the current longest drought.
Anyway, continue.
A lot of love here. Number 4. Never played it down.
Okay.
Tampa won 1 again in 05.
Did they in 05? Tua. Number 4.
Confidence factor.
Trust meter. Moving forward.
Trust tree.
Hear me out, he says. Miami
sometimes when I'm eating at the Olive Garden. Oh, sorry.
Hear me out. Miami will not rush him. He probably does not play until the second half of the season. The kid's never failed at anything, though. He's ahead of schedule from the hip surgery. Ryan Fitzpatrick will help him in every way possible. Chan Gailey should be a perfect coaching fit for him. Doesn't have to carry a franchise from day one. I believe he's going to prove a lot of skeptics wrong. I hope Tua's playing early. I want to see him here in Jacksonville.
Can I say something before you continue about Tua?
Yeah.
He signed his contract yesterday.
Yeah.
So I had allowed myself at one point to feel he made the right decision.
Yeah.
Remember there's talk, well, he's going to every slot he falls down, he loses. Nobody remembers that. What I remember is he's getting a check for $20 million.
Yeah, I thought,
so he's fine.
I didn't follow that as much. I never believed in that.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be fine by now and wouldn't be losing a lot. Yeah.
But, I mean, regardless whether he'd been the first pick, okay, so Joe Burrow, but he's still
That's enough.
He's getting $20 million.
Sure.
So good for him.
Yeah.
It all worked out because really it was when he was laying there in a scrap heap with a broken hip, I'm sure there was some, oh, my gosh, what are we going to do here? Is this over? And he's getting $20 million.
Are Joe Burrow and Tua, are they sure enough deals that they should be ahead of Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones and some other guys that have at least proven something?
One of them will prove to be a bust. But
anyway, Burrow is 5.
So Tua and Burrow are 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Which would be like Jameis and Mariota the year they did that, those 3 years.
Probably.
Or like, so again, no, that's they shouldn't be.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Sam Darnold is 6.
Sam Darnold of that class where there was 5 of them or 4 of them in Lamar, and nobody believed in and Lamar's the best of the bunch.
Yeah, and which is proven in these ratings.
Yeah.
And then
was it the great thing? The thing about Lamar's draft? What year was that one, please? The Josh Allen. 18.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Lamar's draft is that when they, and you'll admit, I think you'll say this. Nobody talked about Lamar in the same breath as the other, as Baker.
No, he was a project.
Darnold, Allen, and Rosen.
There was talk as late as the combine that he would be made into a running back.
Yes. So those 4 that they never said and Lamar.
No, that's fair.
So you had those 4.
Now we at the bottom had mentioned Lamar. Look, the day after the draft, I wanted him to take Lamar the day after the draft.
28th pick. Some people started, yes, but you would had all 4 of those going ahead of Lamar Jackson.
Right.
It was those 4, and think about that for a second and what a whiff that is right now.
No doubt. I mean, Josh Rosen's barely in the league.
And Baker is coming off a disappointing year.
Well, I'll tell you
Sam
where
Darnold hasn't been great yet.
No, at all.
And Josh Allen got to the playoffs.
Josh Allen has been the most successful, and he can't throw it down and out accurately.
So,
that's not true. Lamar's been the most successful, but
yeah, I think that's amazing, though, Jeff. That would be
it's like Breeze in round 2, Brady in round 6, Russell Wilson in round 3. He's at the bottom of the first.
Jordan Love being the best of this group,
or even lower than Jordan Love.
No, even lower because they talked about Jordan Love.
They put him in that class.
Yeah,
they didn't even talk about it.
All right, continue with your.
All right,
but that's I find that is such a
okay.
whiff.
So Darnold is 6. There's 17 total. Before I tell you who's 7, let me tell you who's 8.
Okay,
Baker Mayfield.
Okay,
let me tell you who's 11.
Okay,
Daniel Jones.
Okay,
let me tell you who's 12. Dwayne Haskins. Let me tell you who's 13. Justin Herbert. Let me tell you who's 17. Josh Rosen.
Okay.
I'll tell you who I didn't name because he's number 7 in the top half, and that's Gardner Minshew, the only player on this 17-name list that went after round 4.
What number is he?
7.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And you could argue you could put him ahead of Darnold, Burrow, and Tua. You could argue that.
I think you should.
You could argue that you could put him ahead of Kyler Murray based on the wins and the stats from a year ago. Here's what they say about Gardner Minshew. As a 6th-round pick thrust into a starting role midway through week 1, he somehow overcame a really bad Jags roster with a toxic locker room that was filled with players who wanted out and highlighted by an ugly holdout from their best young player, standing at 4-4 at one point. He showed me something, and while the Jags will not be good this season, either this kid can establish himself as an NFL starter or this kid can establish himself as an NFL starter. He's super smart and constantly learning. Jay Gruden would be good for him. So here's Gardner Minshew ranked right now on the trust meter ahead of Baker Mayfield, who just a year ago was, big things were expected of. But wait, I'm not done. There's more. Billy Barnwell, one of your buddies.
I love Billy.
Yeah, I know you guys often get together at the Golden Corral when he's in town.
We do.
He writes for ESPN, and this is just hot off the presses from the 7 o'clock hour this morning. But he broke down the winners and losers from the NFL offseason.
Okay.
And in the winner category,
Gardner Minshew.
Well,
for sure he's a winner. They didn't
Absolutely.
bring anybody in.
Here's what he writes about that. Likewise, the Jaguars cleared out a path for their 2019 6th-round pick as they traded away free agent Nick Foles after paying him more than $30 million for 4 starts. Jacksonville then set out the various free agent quarterback options, didn't use either of its first-round picks on a signal caller, even added Tyler Eifert at tight end, used a second-round pick on Laviska Shenault, though their desperate attempts to get anybody to take running back Leonard Fournette off their hands found no takers. Again, even having a chance to take meaningful snaps as a 6th-round pick is rare. The last 6th-rounder to throw at least 400 passes over his first 2 seasons was Tom Brady, who threw 3 as a rookie and 413 in leading the Pats to the Super Bowl in 2001. Minshew is already way ahead of the game in terms of opportunity. Now with just Josh Dobbs and 6th-round pick Jake Luton backing him up, of course Mike Glennon now too, Minshew should get a full season to prove he's an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
Other winners from the offseason, and hard to disagree, Jarrett Stidham, I mean, the Patriots really, with all options opening up and guys becoming free, they never bit, did they?
No.
And we all kind of assumed, it'll be Andy Dalton. Oh, it'll be Jameis. Oh, it'll be Cam Newton.
Yeah.
And no, he's going with Stidham. So is there not any part of you at all that thinks that Bill Belichick is laying in the weeds here and knows what he has is at least as good as like Garoppolo and Brissett and Castle?
As much as me thinks that is, also thinks that they're going to win 4 games and try and get somebody.
Oh, you think it's a
time
ploy
next year?
Okay. I mean, they could have traded for Nick Foles, Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
They could have tried to trade up and get Tua or one of those guys.
Could have done a lot.
Barring a last-second move for Cam, Stidham is going to be the Week 1 starter. So Jarrett Stidham, one of the winners of the offseason.
Yeah.
Then Gardner Minshew, Drew Lock of the Broncos. I think he was on like the PUP list until the middle of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Went 4-1 as a starter. Did you know that?
He did. Yeah, I did. I did know that.
The losers.
Okay.
Dwayne Haskins.
Why?
Let's see. On the other hand, Washington did avoid the lure of using the second overall pick on a quarterback, but it did little to help at starting quarterback. Haskins' receiving core beyond Terry McLaurin was lacking last season, and most notably, the most notable free agents his team imported aren't any good. Cody Latimer and Richard Rodgers. Washington used mid-round picks on a hybrid back, Antonio Gibson, and wideout Antonio Gandy Golden, but it also traded away star left tackle Trent Williams without adding a meaningful replacement. Loser Cam Newton. He's former MVP. He had $19 million coming his way, and right now he's homeless. Loser Mitch Trubisky.
Definitely.
That's self-harm.
Right.
Loser Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. I'm sure Clowney thought he'd have been signed for $20 million a year a long time ago. And I think by proxy it's going to make Yannick Ngakoue one of the losers.
Yes.
This is easy. This is interesting, I mean. Losers, teams with a lot of guaranteed money tied up in 2021. Why? What is that? What's the reason behind that?
I don't know. Maybe there's a poor free agent class.
While we're again months and months away from having any idea about what the cap will look like next year, there are teams that have to be sweating the possibility of a reduced cap. Oh, because of the cap will get reduced because of the problems this year. Take the Eagles, who already have $263 million on the books for 2021.
Oh dear.
And their core pieces on the roster. So getting down to $210 million would require some serious restructuring.
I want to go back to 2018 for just a second because I looked up this ping pong mock draft with McShay and Kuiper. Okay, because I was curious.
I'm going to say that McShay screwed it up.
All right, Kuiper with the first pick for the Browns picked Josh Allen. He thought he was the best of the 4. Okay,
arguable,
which is fair at this point, but again, to be determined. Kuiper picked Sam Darnold for the Jets at 3. Kuiper picked Josh Rosen for the Broncos at 5. Yeah. Rosen could battle Case Keenum to start in 2018. He's NFL ready if he stays healthy.
I thought he was going to be good, too.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened to him. I don't think his personality has helped.
Kuiper picked Baker. And this is Kuiper McShay, but Kuiper picked Baker Mayfield for the Dolphins. How did I end up picking all the quarterbacks here, McShay? Mayfield might play early for the Dolphins. So Baker Mayfield then ended up going 1, but he had him going 11th. So he had those 4 guys. Now, I will say Kuiper also picked Lamar Jackson with the 15 pick to Arizona.
Good for him.
So, but it was still the 5th quarterback.
Yeah. But at least had him in the top 15.
This is what he said. This is the 5th quarterback off the board in round 1. Arizona gets a raw but supremely talented player and doesn't need to play him early with Sam Bradford and Mike Glennon on the roster.
Bradford never played it down.
So it's just interesting how.
Who did the Jags take, by the way? Leonard?
Who they have him picking?
Yeah.
No,
it's not 17.
This was coming out 29. Kuiper had him taking Hayden Hurst.
Would have been better than Taven Bryan.
He did say, give me another tight end. I'm not sold on Austin Safarian Jenkins. Hurst should be more productive in the NFL than he was in college. So.
Hurst is with the Falcons now.
Yes, he is.
A lot of people that are Hurst is from Jacksonville, for those that aren't aware.
Yes. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. But again, the 5th quarterback taken, even though they had him higher, I still think that's an unbelievable whiff on those guys' part, on everybody's part, of trying to decide who is going to go where. His final mock draft, he switched to Baker Mayfield going to Cleveland because they knew he was the day of, because he knew. Let me see where he had Lamar Jackson in his final. He had Josh Rosen going to Buffalo with the 12th pick. He had Lamar Jackson still going to Arizona at 15. I don't think Jackson is getting past Arizona here. Keep an eye on trades, though. So
that was his mock draft?
Yeah, his final mock draft. He had him at 15.
What year was Brady drafted?
He also had the Jaguars.
01, I think.
He also had the Jaguars taking Dallas Goedert in his final mock draft. So, you want to look at the quarterbacks who were taken ahead of Brady?
I knew.
Yeah, the kid from San Francisco is the best, right? The Italian
Miller?
kid. No. Carmen.
No.
Giovanni from Hofstra or whatever. Yeah, that guy.
Well, I hope it's 2001 before I go all the way through this.
Yeah. What?
This computers.
What do you want to know?
Oh, nothing. I'm going down here. Was he? First, I want to know, was he in round one before I go? Well, that's why I asked, because at least I didn't go all the way through.
Yeah.
At least I didn't go all the way through. All right, let's go down then in 2000. I'm just curious who would have gone before Brady that year. In the first round, it wasn't a really good quarterback draft. First round, no quarterbacks taken.
Yeah.
Entire first round. Wow.
Yeah.
Jags, by the way.
Courtney Brown, LeVar Arrington changed the Browns.
6 quarterbacks were taken.
This is a terrible draft, by the way.
6 quarterbacks were taken before Tom Brady.
I know. I'm just curious who they were, though, and when they went.
Pennington.
Was he the first?
He was round 1, pick 18.
I didn't see him there. Carmazzi was
Giovanni
round 3.
Carmazzi from Hofstra.
Then you got Chris Redmond.
Falcons went hard for Chris Redmond.
No, Redmond went to the Ravens.
Oh, T. Martin was drafted.
T. Martin went ahead of Tom Brady, man.
Mark Bulger.
He's decent, wasn't he?
Good,
That's a good late
good
pick.
round 6 pick.
Yeah. The 2 best quarterbacks.
And then,
two best quarterbacks in the draft were round 6, Bulger and Brady.
Well, you've left one out. You know him, you love him. Former NFL starter and Cleveland Brown great, Spurgeon Wynn.
Oh, nice. Glad we got the Spurgeon win.
One about 8 picks ahead, right?
It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday here on the Drill.
No.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hi, I'm Tom Jackson.
This is Shannon Sharp. I'm Mike McCarthy. You're listening to 1010XL.
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 92.5 FM.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. Holy great deals, Batman. How do we do it? Murray Superstores offer an exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty, so stop paying those big city prices at those big city dealers. Shazam! And we'll trade anything from kitchen mops to laptops. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
At JEA, we know that even in a time filled with unknowns, one thing is certain. Together we will weather this storm, just as we've weathered every other storm that's come our way. And while this storm may look different, our commitment to the community remains the same, providing reliable energy, safe water, and financial relief for those who need it. Because as your neighbors, friends, and family, we know the importance of staying connected. Connect with us at JEA.com.
Hi, this is Lisa the Botanista from the Freedom Boat Club, where we anchor your worries away. Freedom, that's what you deserve after a hard day's work. But you know, you're still not sure about this whole no maintenance, no cleaning, no hassle boating and how it really works? So come to our open house this weekend, 10 to 4, take a free boat ride, talk to our members. Follow our Facebook page at Freedom Boat Club, Jacksonville, Jacksonville Beach, and St. Augustine to find out where you can get a free boat ride this weekend. Or check us out at freedomboatclub.com.
Hey guys, Hicken here. My friends at Bueller Air Conditioning are continually taking heightened precautions for you and their staff as they enter your home. The heat is here, and Bueller Air wants you to have the peace of mind that they're safely serving you. They communicate to each homeowner as they engage in best practices like sanitizing, staying 6 feet away, while always using gloves and foot covers. A local business providing an essential service so you can still stay cooler with Bueller.
Bueller Air, stay cooler with Bueller.
This is Coach Ellen Darley of Darley's Plumbing with a quick tip about what to do if your favorite sporting events are not on TV. Read a book, play card games with your family, get outside for a nature hike, call your parents. Just because your favorite sporting events are canceled this week doesn't mean your plumbing issues went away. Darley's is here for you. And since we're all washing our hands more frequently, I mean you are, right? Call us at Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts. We're online at darleysplumbing.com. License number CFC 056702.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
In the NFL, the offseason is the start of a new football season. It's where the rubber hits the road. Tire Outlet and 1010XL track off-season activity. Maneuver through the off-season with Tire Outlet wholesale prices, premium service.
Brakes for less is what we do. We know drums, rotors, pads, and shoes. If there's a squeal in your wheel, come see the best. 733 Stop.
Brakes for less.
All we do
are brakes for less.
So I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $30,000 a year and right now graduate making over $80,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition and no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted into the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees, around $700 a year.
The deadline to apply is June 19th. Go to etajax.org to apply before June 19th. That's etajax.org.
Hello, I'm Dr. Joel David of David & Associates Center for Cosmetic and Implant Dentistry. We hope you and your family are safe. We are grateful to be fully reopening in May and are now accepting appointments. And these times, your safety is our primary concern. Our office has always had the most stringent infection control procedures in place. For years, an outside infection control firm has spent 2 days every quarter checking and training our staff. We have 3 full-time sterilization technicians for your safety. Our staff has the most advanced personal protection equipment, including N95 masks. We have now added 10 ADS external dental suction systems that reduce up to 99% of all aerosols created by dental handpieces. Removing aerosols are the major game changer to ensure patient safety. With advanced HEPA filters and hospital-level UV radiation, this equipment kills up to 99% of all viruses and bacteria. Plus, we have additional units with the same technology running in every room. I promise you that everything that can be done will be done to ensure our patients' safety.
This message is brought to you by Community First Credit Union.
Stop for a minute. Relax. Take a breath. Jacksonville is going to be just fine. Things are changing, and change can be difficult sometimes. Change in how we live our lives, how we run our businesses, our jobs, our kids, our schools, our neighborhoods. But this is Jacksonville, and you won't find a more dedicated, compassionate, and caring community anywhere. From Nassau to St. John's, from West Side to the beaches, God knows we can weather a storm, and we can get through this as well. All of us at Community First realize that no one has all the answers to what we're facing. But after more than 80 years in Jacksonville, we do know this. Things get better when people stick together. So that's what we'll do. And we'll get through this to a better, brighter future in Jacksonville.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Thank you for having me at 8:33. Good morning, Jacksonville. I was curious when I read the stat that no NFL player making more than $20 million a year has won a Super Bowl until Frank Clark did it, leading the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe he led the Chiefs to the Super Bowl, so well worth the investment. So I wanted to look at the NFL's highest paid quarterback's average salary per year. I could pop quiz you on this. It would be incredible and extremely difficult. I don't know if you're up to the task, quite frankly, right now at 8:34 in the morning. So I'll just read them to you instead. Beef, pop quiz this thing.
Oh!
Yeah.
He thought about it?
Yeah.
He thought differently?
Bring it. You're hot.
I'm hot today.
You were good. You've
been hot today. All day I've been hot.
The AFC South division titles was very impressive.
Thank you, Fred.
NFL's highest paid quarterbacks, average salary per year going into the 2020 season. I have the top 10. And one of them is stunning. Two of them are stunning to me. But go ahead, Jeff Prosser. You don't have to get them in order. Just play along.
So is quarterback average salary going into this season?
Yes, that is correct.
Pop quiz.
Pop
Hot shot.
quiz. Hot shot.
Do we Is this? These are the ones that make at least $20 million. Is that the qualifier?
Oh, they all make more than $20 million. Bro.
Well, so you just want the top 10?
Top 10.
I
Yeah.
got you.
Let's want the top 10.
All right.
I wonder
That's just factoring guys that have been franchised.
Beef, let me ask you something. Do you have a list there?
I'm looking at it.
Okay, are we looking at the same? Because I wonder if it'll be different.
I don't know. I'm looking at 2020 quarterback average salaries rankings.
Well, let's see what we have here.
It starts with a guy who's a quarterback, and number 10 is also a guy who's a quarterback in the NFL.
All right.
So I think we're on the same list.
Is number 10, Beef, a stunner?
Uh,
Kind of is for me, but go ahead. All right, here we go. Let's find out. I wonder if the list will be different just based on how they figure out the numbers and crunch the numbers. But go ahead, Jeff.
You know, what's so hard about this is it changes so quickly.
It does.
Right? Well,
just throw some names out there. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Pop quiz. Move it along.
Well, I'm going to assume that these new $25 a year deals for the Bradys and Rivers of the world put them in there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Brady.
See, now that I would say, do you have that? You don't have this list. All right, do you have Brady on your list? Because Brady's $30 million, so he has to be on this list. And I got this going in it. This list says highest paid quarterbacks in NFL, ranking quarterbacks by salary for 2020 season. But
that's weird.
Yeah,
I've got Brady 12th at 25 on his salary.
I thought it was 30, though.
Well, because it's average salary per year, so it's not Brady.
So, can we start again then?
Yeah, I do have a different list than you, Dan.
Okay, we'll start again.
Are we going back to your list then?
We'll go with the list, but we'll play it around.
All right. Golly, dude, I don't. This is going to be harder then. I know Jared Goff got paid recently.
Jared Goff, $33.5 million. What do you have for him, Beef?
Jared Goff?
Yeah, I have him at tied for third.
I have him third as well, 33.5.
There you go.
All right. Trying to think who got paid recently. It all runs together. I'm going to say Russell Wilson got paid.
Russell Wilson's number one.
Yeah.
$35 million.
That
Beef.
is correct.
All right.
By the way, Brady, it goes 15 base, 10 bonus, cap hit, 25 mil.
Yeah.
I thought he got 30. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
You thought wrong, friend.
All right. I think they brought him in. And paid him a lot of money when Jimmy Garoppolo, I think I seem to remember. No? All right.
I've got him 10th.
He's 10th. I did.
What do you got him at?
27.5.
I got 27.9, and he's not in the top 10.
Crazy list.
We'll let it fly.
Yeah.
All right.
It's kind of a rogue list. I got all kinds of different. Matt Ryan got paid a few years ago.
Matt Ryan's $30 million a year. He's eighth. That's what I have.
That's why I have him 30 even.
Okay. All right. That's why if you saw my 10, Beef, that would have surprised you.
Yes, I saw your 10.
Your contact. Oh, I think didn't Kirk Cousins get it all guaranteed?
Kirk Cousins, $33 million. He's fifth.
He is fifth.
Okay.
Yeah, so
how many do I have? Do I have a?
You've got Russell Wilson. You've got Jared Goff. You've got Kirk Cousins. You've got Matt Ryan. You have 4 of the top 10.
That's it?
And 2 misses. That's correct.
I think here's the disconnect, Dan. I think yours is going by cap hit.
Huh?
I think yours is going by cap hit.
Oh, good
Lord.
Mine's going by average
I got
value.
2 different lists.
They're the same. There's a
you
couple
said I had a miss, and he had him 10th, and you had him 12th.
I'll give you Garoppolo.
So
That's
how's
fine.
that 2?
All right, I'll give you Garoppolo.
And the other miss was Brady, who we all agree makes 30.
No, he doesn't, though. We've discovered that he does.
He's had a 2-year, $50 million contract.
That's right. We were wrong.
All right. All right. Where am I at here? I'm looking for high-paid quarterbacks.
High-paid quarterback.
All right. Well, Rivers got 25, so it ain't going to be him. I think I know who your number 10 is, but I don't want to say him and end the game. But I think Derek Carr is number 10, and that shocks you. No. Okay.
That'd be incorrect.
All right, Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron is 33.5, Beef.
I have about tied with Jared Goff for
That's
third.
what I have.
Okay. Hey. Is there what about Ryan Tannehill? Did he?
I have him at 9th, Beef.
I do too.
$29.5 million.
Yeah.
Holy cow, Titans! What are you thinking?
Big money, no whammies.
I mean, they get on the Jags, and the Jags. Okay, we shouldn't have re-signed Blake Bortles, but my God, we re-signed him for like under $20 million.
Well, because he's not Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, but at the time, he was ahead.
Tannehill's better, but
at the time he was
Great
ahead
player.
of some of those guys that we just named, though.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
And a tremendous value at 7th overall.
How about? Gosh, he hadn't gotten paid in a while, but it's Roethlisberger. A lot of time when they haven't gotten paid in a while, it pushes it deeper.
I got him at number 2.
Number 2, $34 million.
Okay.
So who are you missing? You haven't gotten on my list. You haven't gotten 6, 7, or 10.
That's correct.
Oh no, you got Garoppolo.
Yeah, I got
So on
6,
my
7,
list.
and my 10.
Yeah.
All right.
The other 6 and 7, you should know.
I should?
Yeah, because there's been lots of talk about those guys and their salaries.
Okay. Let's go with.
Man, you got to be an NFL quarterback.
Cam Newton? Is he still in there?
Nope. All right, Carson Wentz is $32 million.
I was going to say Carson Wentz.
Dak Prescott franchised at $30.
Yeah, but he hasn't signed that yet.
$30 million.
And
then this one is the stunner for me. The Colts are paying not Phillip, but Jacoby Brissett $27.98 million.
Yeah, and I don't know where that number's coming
Is
from.
that a cap hit?
Because I've got his cap hit at 21.3.
Yeah.
His yearly cash, though, 15.8.
What do they have Phillip at? Did they mistakenly put Jacoby instead of Phillip? What did Phillip get?
Yeah, I've got Rivers at 25, tied with Brady, Breeze, and
I will
Carr.
accept the results, but I have to say the list got a little bit rogue with all these back and forth.
That's fair, but I mean, and that's how it works. But the bottom line is this. Roethlisberger surprised me. I don't remember him getting an extension
Who
recently.
was 10 that shot? Oh, Brissett.
I went on the always reliable Spot Track.
Yeah.
The 2020 average salaries.
Yeah. But Russell Wilson, Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers, Jared Goff.
Goff shouldn't.
Kirk Cousins, Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott, Matt Ryan. Look, you make investments.
Those are all, deservingly top 10 paid quarterbacks to me.
Yes.
Tell me who's not. Who on that list shouldn't be in the top 10 of quarterbacks?
Well, I don't think Ben should be making $34 million anymore. But
yeah, but he's won three Super Bowls. Two Super Bowls. Where would they be without him? Not in the playoffs.
Jared Goff, I would have never gave that money to.
Took him to the Super Bowl. I mean, at some
lost.
point. I know,
he
but
took a step back last year. I'm not sold on him. Never been sold on him.
He did take a step back last year, and he stepped all the way back to the third most passing yards in the league.
Yeah, because he threw it 700 times. That's one thing.
Yeah.
He also was
620.
He threw it to 9 and 7.
Threw it the same amount as Jameis.
Yeah. And Jameis had more yards. Carson Wentz I understand that investment. Dak Prescott, I'll understand that investment. Matt Ryan, when it happened, I understand that investment. Ryan Tannehill, I don't get. I think that's a mistake. But we'll see. Tannehill's better, though, than people have given him credit for.
Yeah,
so
I've been very concerned, though, that he proved it, that he's the long-term answer. But he wasn't great against the playoffs.
And
he was good until then.
And I know Jacoby Brissett was a 2-year deal, and there's some fluctuation there.
I got an interesting corollary that's playing out here. I've got last year's passing stats up, and the bottom line is the more yards you have, the less your rating is. The guys at the top were not – the guys at the top of the passing yards list, other than Dak, are very mediocre passer rating guys. Jameis Winston led the league with 51.09. His rating was 84. That's terrible today. Jared Goff was third in yards. His rating was only 86.5. Phillip Rivers was fourth in yards, and his rating was only 88.5. We can almost now assume that if your rating is not 90, you had a bad year.
Let me finish for some of these quarterbacks real quick. Jimmy Garoppolo, I had as 11th, so $27.5 million. Matthew Stafford's $27 million. Derek Carr's $25 million. Drew Brees is $25 million. Tom Brady is $25 million. Phillip Rivers is, on this one, $20.81 million. Alex Smith is $23.5 million. Nick Foles with the Bears is $22 million. Teddy Bridgewater, then right there is where it drops. So $22 million. Then it goes down to Teddy Bridgewater's getting $7 million from the Panthers this year.
What a deal.
They got Eli Manning in here.
Bridgewater,
Cam Newton,
Bridgewater and Foles.
Andy Dalton.
If you could have Bridgewater or Foles going into the year, who would you take? I mean, it's not much of a difference.
Right. I would probably
15.
I'd probably take Bridgewater.
Well, maybe. I'm not positive on that, but I'm saying the difference isn't $15 million.
Kyler Murray, $8.8 million. Baker Mayfield, $8.2.
You're getting to the first contract, guys, now. They'll be up in the 20s soon.
Mitchell Trubisky, 7.3. Daniel Jones, 6.4. Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, Tyrod
they
Taylor,
signed those little $5 million
Ryan
deals?
Fitzpatrick, 33. Now I'm out of the Josh Allen. So I don't even have the value that we're getting. We should have money on all
For
these other
Minshew,
superstars.
Yeah, well,
we got Minshew for nothing.
Yeah, but no, because we're paying Foles still. Or at least a portion of it. Yeah. So that hurts. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Gang, I've been telling you about the giveaway Catlin's got going on. You just got to go online.
Who can you count on?
You can count on Catlin, and they're giving away a Cam Locker toolbox. It's been a nice month here with a giveaway a week, and this is going to be good through next week. So the drawing will be next week. So from now to then, just fill her up at Catlin Truck Accessories Facebook and Instagram. Like them on those social media pages. Follow them, tag them, all that good stuff, and you will automatically go into the drawing. And if you win, they're even going to deliver it. And again, a $700 Cam Locker toolbox, just another example of the terrific product line that they have at Catlin Truck Accessories.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's 1010XL's newest original podcast. Check out Campo and Joe on 1010XL.com. Former Dallas Cowboys head coach Dave Campo joins Joe C. to talk all things football from college to the NFL. It's Campo and Joe on 1010XL.com.
Beaver is open for business, and we're here to recover together. We understand the importance of community, so Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are supporting local businesses. With the purchase of every vehicle, you will support a local business and receive a $200 gift card of your choice. Buy a car, support a local business, and help us recover together.
Plus, Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are offering 0% financing or no payment for 6 months.
Visit beavercares.com for more information on how you can support the recovery of our community together.
Hey, Icken here. You've been putting off that engagement. You're just ready to reward someone you love for being so awesome during these last few months. Great news. Diamonds Direct is open, OPEN, for business. All our friends at Diamonds Direct are eager to see your smiling face. And listen, they've gone to great extremes to make sure the showroom is clean and safe. They'll work with you however you are most comfortable. They can even do remote and virtual appointments using the latest technology, curbside pickups, overnight delivery. But if you want that amazing in-store experience so you can see and touch the diamonds and rings, Diamonds Direct is ready for you. Fully stocked with certified diamonds in every shape and size. All kinds of special occasion jewelry, attorney bands, earrings, pendants, bracelets. You know the deal, all at the best guaranteed value price. If there's one thing we've learned, nothing is more important in this time than love and relationships. That is truly essential. There's no better way to celebrate your love with something special from Diamonds Direct. Diamonds Direct.
To help stop the spread of COVID-19, keep the economy going, and help those in need, Zero Res is offering 25% off all services. That's cleaning carpet, area rugs, tile and grout, upholstery, everything. 25% off everything. We also ask that you submit someone that you know that is in need. Zero Res will clean the carpets in the home of one family in need each day, absolutely free. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Court Booth here with Armored Gutter Exteriors and Gutter Helmet. Our family wants to thank all of our first responders during this pandemic. Now it's time to get back to work. We're looking for a few hardworking people to join our team. We need in-home sales professionals and also need help in our production department. Do you have experience in gutter installation, retractable awnings, or screens? Must be dependable with a good driving record. So call us today at 762-7779. Armored Guard Exteriors and Gutter Helmet. We are Duval Strong.
Hi, this is Joe Butler at Black Creek Outfitters. Unfortunately, due to things beyond our control, we have suspended normal business hours, so we are going to a shop-by-appointment model. Please call us at 904-645-7003 or email us and we will set up a time for a one-on-one consultation with one of our staff. We are also setting up curbside pickup and delivery for most products. Thanks for your support, the Butler family of Black Creek Outfitters.
Get inside the Gators with the Florida Gator Report with Lauren Brooks.
Go Gators!
Brought to you by Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts.
A big win for the Florida Gators.
Get your Gators on 1010XL.
It's hard to watch our parents and other loved ones age, but it's even harder when the person we love is not receiving the proper care. Bed sores don't just happen. Broken bones are not part of a care plan. Discuss the care plan with your loved one's nursing facility to make sure their individual needs are being met. I'm Kate Hatfield of Hatfield & Hatfield. If you believe your loved one was injured due to improper care or neglect, call 446-9990. That's 446-9990 or visit hatfieldesq.com. Office, Jacksonville.
Jaguars fans, we've made becoming a season ticket member easier than ever. We've created fan-friendly and flexible ticket options just for you. If you're concerned your financial situation may change, we're offering full refunds up to the start of the season. Defer up to 40% of your 2020 costs into next year with our 2-year agreements, or take advantage of interest-free 7-month payment plans. All designed to eliminate concerns you may have during these uncertain times and get you and your family back to football at the bank. Get all the details at Jaguars.com or by calling 904-633-2000.
Blue here for Streamsong Golf Resort and Spa. Play the Black Course, which Golf Week ranked as the 3rd best course in the state of Florida. I played Streamsong many times, and there's nothing like it. Golf Digest gave Streamsong the 2020 award for the best golf resort. Stay and play packages are available. Several restaurants, spa, pool, fishing, sporting clays, perfect for your golfing buddies or the whole family. Call StreamSong today at 863-428-1000 or go to StreamSongResort.com.
Hey, Hicken here. When you need your AC fixed or maintained, and of course at some point you will, you want to call a company with a reputation for being clean, for being on time, for making you comfortable from the start. That's why I call Bueller Air Conditioning. They're first class clean and always on time, making your experience quick and enjoyable. That's what you can expect when you call the coolest guys in the business. Why? You can always stay cooler with Bueller.
Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
I'm with Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville, and right now it's just a little bit of uncertainty out there, but this much I do know, Greg, if you're going to be out and about on your own, you need to be out and about on a Honda.
I tell you, in uncertain times, you need the dependability of a Honda. These are some great social distancing tools. We've got ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, all of which you can go out on your own, spend some quality time, and really enjoy the time off.
And the most important message, Greg, you are open for business. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, it's time for today's Shazam Spotlight. I'm going to go back to something Beef sent us earlier when we were talking about Babe Ruth, but it just shows you how big we've gotten as a country and as a culture.
All right.
But the Shazam Spotlight brought to you by Shazam Auto and the Murray Ford Superstores. Stop and see my man Dale Murray down there. A lot of these car dealerships giving terrific incentive packages right now. So head on down to either Stark or up to Kingsland and save on these big city prices. And we were talking about Babe Ruth earlier and his legacy. And, Babe Ruth, if you ask people, tell me something about Babe Ruth.
They would say he's the greatest baseball player of all time.
And then tell me something non-baseball related about Babe Ruth. And they would tell me he's a fat guy, right? He's Babe Ruth.
Big fat guy.
And in just a remarkable sign of how things change over the course of 100 years, Babe Ruth, listed height and weight, the exact same as the listed height and weight of Colorado Rockies third baseman Nolan Arenado, who you hardly consider...
Who is fit as a fiddle.
A fat guy. Now, there's different ways to get there, but if you believe that Babe Ruth was 6'2", 215...
Right. Which would have been...
I would say...
The term Ruthian was not just used for his massive home runs, but also for his size.
Yeah, I would have put him more at like 6'2", 250, to be honest with you.
Right.
But the listed weight, 6'2", 215, is the exact same listed weight, 6'2", 215 of Nolan Arenado, who, again, doesn't have an ounce of fat on him. But I thought that was interesting, and that is today's Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com.
Lou Gehrig's 6', 200.
God, maybe they were just smaller, Hick. They looked bigger standing there.
Yeah.
If I ask you to tell me, name me a few of the most compelling fighters in the last, say, 20 years. And by compelling, I mean newsworthy, noteworthy. You've heard their names a lot. They've been front and center a lot. Tyson Fury's already in there.
Yeah. You're talking boxing only?
No, fighters. Fight game. I think there's only one in MMA that suffices for the casual sports fan, right?
Yeah.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Safe to say that he's about as good.
I would say
Ronda Rousey?
Yes, Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. Floyd?
Yes, Sweet Science.
Right.
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao would be in that group too, you think?
Not many. I mean, there's
Tyson, right?
Who?
Mike Tyson.
Is he last 20 years?
I think he is, isn't he?
He fit in. When was his last fight? I was going to say him number one by far.
Yeah, I would say he's fought in the last 20 years. I mean, right? Didn't he? When was he fighting Lennox Lewis and all that? That was
05.
Yeah. So my point is,
lost to the Irishman, Kevin McBride,
who had lost 18 of his last 19 fights before he beat Mike. Well, I bring it up because here they are, two of the most compelling, and you could argue maybe the two most compelling are Mike Tyson and Conor McGregor.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
And here are two guys that
They're going to fight?
Well, no, but they're going very much on the offensive with the notion that they want to fight. We'll start with Conor McGregor, who unleashed a Twitter tirade. That's how he rose on this Justin Gaethje kid. Listen, Conor, I don't know if you saw Tony Ferguson's face when he left the arena on Saturday night. pick your battles, but McGregor, as you might imagine, really isn't afraid of anyone. So McGregor is going hard at Gaethje to get a title shot. Meanwhile, Gaethje's manager is the same one. Is the same manager for that Khabib cat who beat Conor, and they had all the issues. So those two will probably fight instead. But anyway, McGregor wants to fight Justin Gaethje, and after watching Gaethje the other day and how deadgum violent he is. He's a master of disaster. That will be a good fight to watch. So there's that. And then Mike Tyson, Dan, has got to be what?
53.
53 years old. So he's my age exactly. I'm hardly a discipline of the sweet science. I couldn't pass as a trainer or a promoter, but he looked awful good in that workout that went around the rounds yesterday. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah, he's great.
I mean, he looks. Unless they're speeding up the film. I mean, and I know it's a millisecond industry, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's hard to imagine that a 53-year-old would have the stamina and the reflexes. Because if you remember, Tyson at the end of his career was a lazy fat fighter. Couldn't he'd get winded 2 or 3 rounds into a fight, and he just constantly lost after Buster Douglas, shattered the invincibility shield. Mm-hmm. And then Holyfield beat him twice, and a lot of people beat him.
I would watch Mike Tyson if he fought again at the age of 53.
I would like for Mike Tyson to fight Fury, because then it would be the Tyson Fury fight.
How old was George Foreman?
40, much younger, like 44, 45. 10,
Yeah,
but
53 is old.
But Mike Tyson
Foreman is the oldest living world heavyweight boxing champion in history, second oldest in any class. Bernard Hopkins at light heavyweight. He retired in 97 at the age of 48, 76-5.
I will say this: Mike Tyson at 53 looks a whole hell of a lot better and more dangerous than Foreman did when he came back in the early 90s.
Big George was a biggin.
Yeah, George was fat and powerful and slow and just lean on you for 15 rounds and try and catch you with a stunner. Who did he beat? Did he beat Holyfield to win his title?
He shocked. No, it was that. Remember that
Riddick
dude?
Bowe?
No, it was Moore.
Michael Moore. Oh yeah.
Remember he stunned him? He was getting beat up, and then he just threw a right and decked him.
But he did fight like Tyson and Holyfield, didn't he? Foreman.
I'll have to look, but I think he fought just about everybody, man.
I haven't heard from old George Foreman in a while, have we?
Well, he's got that grill,
Oh, I've heard that. That thing is still going, too. That George Foreman grill, by the way, has been popular for 40 years.
That thing's made him millions.
Show of hands. Who has a George Foreman grill at their house right now? Beef?
Negative.
I think we do.
Yeah, I think we might, too.
I don't know.
I know we had one at one point.
Yeah, I don't think.
Now I have a real grill, and I live in Florida. I'm not doing George Foreman. I'm going outside and firing it up.
George Foreman fought Joe Frazier. Ken Norton.
Oh, those are back in the day.
Muhammad Ali. I'm just looking for big Jimmy Young. Bunch of
Muhammad Ali, the best heavyweight of all time.
Holyfield, he did fight.
Did he fight Tyson?
Stand by. Michael Moore. Nope, never. Shannon Briggs was his last one. He lost to Shannon Briggs. Tommy Morrison, he fought.
Did he beat Holyfield?
Tommy Morrison passed away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he beat Holyfield?
Jerry Cooney.
Was that like 90 he fought Holyfield?
He fought Holyfield.
91 maybe?
Where is it now? Now I've lost it.
I watched that fight in Gainesville.
In 91 of April.
Yeah.
He was 42 for the WBA, WBCF, IBF heavyweight titles. Unanimous decision loss, 12 rounds. Yeah. Holyfield beat him. And then he got Michael Moore. He KO'd Michael Moore in the 10th round, and he won the WBA, IBF heavyweight championships. He retained him with a win over Axel Schultz, Crawford Grimsley, Lou Savarese.
He went tomato can there for a while to hold on to it.
And then lost to Shannon Briggs.
All right, this is the drill. Just a little. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. These two fighters are, wanting to fight and soon.
Let's go.
All right, this is the drill. It's a Catlin Chuck Accessories Tuesday, and we make the turn for the final hour of the program next on 1010XL.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Sometimes life is a game of inches.
Tell me they got that in slow motion.
1010XL, your sports yardstick.
Pickin' here. Did you know that Roof It Right is now offering virtual or contactless appointments? As Florida's preeminent roofer, Roof It Right takes pride in keeping our communities safe. If you're having issues with your roof, go to roofitRightFL.com and schedule your contactless appointment today. Our workers have always been proud